Ben, you've grown up in church here at Prestonwood. You were dedicated as a baby here, saved and baptized here. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And now you're a leader in our student ministry, and it's good to get to spend some time with you and hang with you, and love walking into this worship center. Obviously, our students are sitting right over here to our left. That's usually where y'all sit if you're not with your parents. And one of the things that we love about this worship center is that we put the baptistry right in the middle so everybody sees it, because we want to remind people, always keep their mind on the fact that we're all about making sure that people not only follow Christ, but they follow Him in baptism. Now, you were baptized when?
I was baptized when I was about 12 years old, and it was a Saturday night. And I just remember listening to Pastor Jack preach a message about why it's important for us to give our lives to Christ. And he really talked about the grace. And it really hit me that I really need God. And so my dad was with me at the time, and I just bumped him. I said, I think it's time for me to go down to the front. He looked at me and he was like, all right, let's go.
I think there's something powerful in the fact of walking forward, because there's some fear there, I guess.
Definitely.
Yeah, just being able to come down. So who was it that talked to you about baptism? I mean, obviously you'd seen it in church, but what was it? Did somebody talk to you about that? What was it that made you want to take that first step of obedience in baptism?
I'd grown up in the church, so I really knew basically how everything worked. And baptism was really, for me, it felt like the start of when my faith started, because that was the moment I realized how much I needed God.
It's kind of like your identification mark, right? I mean, you get your license, that's kind of your identification. When we baptize people, that's their identification mark of being a believer. In talking to your friends, Ben, what do you think is the biggest hindrance to them making their faith public in following through in baptism?
They may be rejected, or they may be persecuted by their friends. You know, they're walking up in front of maybe thousands of people to the front to accept Christ.
I totally get it, because it can be an intimidating thing to stand in front of a whole lot of people and declare your faith to the world. But that's when we step out on faith and we go, you know, Jesus, if I trust you for my salvation, I can trust you to get in these waters. I can trust you to declare my faith to the world. So Ben, why don't you share with those watching, in your opinion, why do you think it's important to be baptized? Why the first step of obedience is baptism? Why do you think a student watching this should go forward and make it happen?
I think it really goes to show how much you're willing to show other people how much you love Christ. And what better place to be baptized than here this weekend, surrounded by your friends, your family, and other church members who are here to encourage you and here to love you.